Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. How are you doing? I'm Maggie from Moon Directed. At this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. So I always like to start with a little conversation starter from Spirit. The cards are just giving. Okay, seriously, this is like the 4th time I've tried to do your video. So we're in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, which shouldn't be a big problem for you because you are an air sign, but I am a water sign, and it's in water signs, and oh my gosh, I'm going to totally get nailed. It's already happening. Okay, so well, Spirit's ready to go. This looks really good. You have the major arcana of the Lover's card. I really want you to take a look at this card. This is beautiful energy. This is about finding that special someone, making a choice that affects more than one person that you care about. It's about the loyalty of a lasting love, but you're at a new point, right? So you have the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning. And so if we were looking at this as like a timing thing, well, we're in Pisces right now, and we'll be into Aries the end of March 20th, which is the beginning of spring. And this card definitely looks like spring. So if there's somebody that you're kind of wondering like, oh my gosh, when am I going to meet somebody? I'd say that it's looking pretty good for during the time of Aries, but let's just see what Spirit wants to talk about. But it looks like some kind of a choice and a new beginning for sure. So, whew, let's see what we get here. That's kind of exciting energy. So we start out the week with the moon in Scorpio, which is in your 2nd house of self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, finances, things that you value, what makes you feel important, and so you're being asked to find the beauty in it. Just came off of, oh, it's going to get really rough here. You just came off of that full moon in your 12th house of hopes and goals and dreams, and so now here's your opportunity to really get something started. Find the beauty and the joy in what it is you want to create. What do you want to create? This is such intense creative energy right here. It could be about business. It looks like it's about love, or at least something that's going to affect the people in your life that you love. But let's just get a little guidance here. It says, break free, try some different ventures and experiences to grow and learn. So, new opportunities are coming, getting out of the rut. Enough of that same old, same old. It's time, all work and no play makes Libra really miserable. So get out there. Do something, have some fun, try something new, learn a new thing. So maybe what it is about, trying new craft, new creative things. Sometimes when we're in stuck energy where nothing seems to be going our way, just getting out there and doing something creative starts the whole energy flow for you. And so it doesn't even have to be a related thing, right? So maybe taking an exercise class or a yoga class where you're learning new positions, or you want to learn to do a new craft, or you want to do something unusual, a new skill. Wow. Okay, so the moon on Monday afternoon at 4:19 p.m. moves into Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is all about reaching for distant knowledge and synthesizing it and bringing it down to earth, right? It's the archer that's aiming for the stars, but his feet are still planted on the ground, and it's about the resilience, right? The resilience of, okay, so there's that thing I was working on before, I got rid of, I pruned back, I cut loose, or whatever, but there's new growth, right? And then part of the growth was the wisdom. What did you learn? What did you learn before you start off on this new cycle? What did you learn about the old cycle? This, I'm going to switch, because that bright canvas is just reflecting the light off of the camera, and it just looks all washed out. Ooh, isn't that better? That is better. Yes. And we just have the bald head. What is the new project you want to do? And don't forget to be grateful for the lessons that you learned on the way to get here, right? And so this is your 3rd house of communication. So communicating through your art, communicating through written word, communicating through talking on the phone, but you're at the beginning of a new cycle and you're being asked to expand your horizons. And that's what it looks like, right? That creative new beginning. So it's something that you've been really needing to do for yourself. And so maybe you need to tell somebody. Because look, these people are they're having conversations about what it is they want to do, where they want to go. Expand your horizons. You're at a new cycle, a new beginning, a new opportunity to really move yourself forward. This lovely, lovely energy. And then on Thursday, the moon is going to move into Capricorn. For you, that's your 4th house of nurturing, of mother, of family, of home. And so maybe it's a creative project you want to make around the house. That happens at 1:48 a.m. So bright and early in the morning. When you wake up, you're going to be feeling this energy at play. And it says, magic money miracles. Allow the universe to bring you miracles of money and cash to help you along your path. Woo! See, your new cycle is bringing in some money that never stinks. It really doesn't. I want you to understand you're being protected. You're being protected by the universe, even though you've been feeling a little resistant, right? There's something that you've been hanging on to that you needed to let go. And so you were protected as you do this. And so if you're worried about your finances and you're like, oh my gosh, I just really don't know, I can't spend any money right now because, you know, I'm afraid I won't have enough. You're protected. There is some resistance, but look around to see how you can bring in this money magic. It is a new cycle. It is a new cycle. You know, maybe look for new ways. Expand your horizons. Get creative in your finances, right? Get creative. Maybe that's the decisions and the choices that you're making that affects the people around you. Might have to do with, you know, how do we create more money? Take a good look at your budget. You know, you have time over the weekend. You're going to have to do your taxes anyway, so you might as well do them now while the weather's nasty. Pretty much everywhere in the world, the weather doesn't look good. But if you're here in the U.S., the weather is really not good, and taxes season is coming. So something to think about. Ooh, look at that. We already have one. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force things to happen. So surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine. Release your need to control everything. You know, that doesn't mean you don't take a step forward. Doesn't mean you don't have to do a little effort, because he's definitely stepping out of the box. Maybe it's about finding a new way to look at things, a new perspective, right? Because when you paint, you have to have a perspective of what you're painting in order to take it out of the 2D into 3D. This guy is getting out of a box. So if there's been a rigid way that you've been looking at something, part of the wisdom comes from stepping out of the box, creating a new cycle for yourself, allowing yourself to find a new way to manage things. Did you see all that face? I'm really sorry. That was a whole lot of Maggie face. So, yeah, you know, get creative. Creativity isn't always actual creative projects. Sometimes the creativity is finding a new perspective. So, for instance, and this is really mundane, but hey, it's one way to look at it. When I do laundry and I throw my basket of clothes onto the bed to sort and fold, I always step back and I take a look at how they fall together, and then I'm like, ooh, I didn't know those two things go together. I can wear those together. And so sometimes the creativity comes from just having a different perspective. And so allow yourself that opportunity, you know, and break free from the usual way of thinking and doing things so that you can find the beauty in this new project, right? There's some kind of a choice or decision coming up here. And it's an important one. The six in the major arcana is not a small thing. It's a big deal. It affects either your love life or people you care about. So it could be about finances. It could be about money. It could be about love. On Friday, we've got Venus in a very difficult aspect with Uranus. And Uranus is sudden and chaotic changes. And Venus rules love and money. She's your ruler of your house. And so this little tension over the weekend, you know, might be about one or the other. And we do have this going on here with this Lover's card. Also could be about love or money. And so again, you know, when you're being asked to revitalize your nervous system green. So I'm guessing you're a little stressed out. And so wear the color green. It's a soothing, healing color. Or imagine yourself surrounded by a green light and allow the healing energy from Archangel Saint Raphael to come and heal you. You can focus on eating green foods with the intention of, hey, I'm going to do this to calm my nervous system. Like, it looks like you're a little stressed out. So step out of the box. It's a new cycle. One is ended. Like, you've got this one that says it's a new cycle, and this one that says this is a new cycle. So there's something new and creative. There's a new opportunity here. It's not the same old, same old. You know, you are able to break free from whatever's been going on and have this new cycle and step out of the box, right? Because what you want is just around the corner. So it looks really good. Take a deep breath, do some deep breathing, get there, okay? I will see you back here next week. Libra, you take care, and we'll talk soon.